Welcome to Because We Said So, the podcast where Anissa and Jess dive into the beautiful chaos of motherhood, careers, and all the stuff in between. For the next 20 minutes, let's just hang out.
Hello. Welcome to Because We Said So with Anissa and Jess. I have a quiche cooking that's due in 34 minutes. Let's get the show on the road.
I was like, you're starting the show. Like, if you're going to yell at me like that, that's how we're starting the show, girl.
Let's start the
Can I
show.
let you know? Your makeup looks beautiful today. You look beautiful today.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliments because I did something I didn't want to do about 6 days ago and I haven't slept since then. I put Max in a bed and he's just up in the darkness exploring life, and I have not slept and I regret it. Can you go back to putting him in a crib? Is that allowed? Does anybody do that? Be like, oops, sorry. No. Go back in your cage. Thank you. It's been hell. Like he doesn't, he's 3.5, not comprehending why it's not okay for him to be walking and waking everybody up in the middle of the night or at the crack of dawn. Me, my husband, Slater, everybody. Literally about 5 o'clock this morning, I was like, go downstairs. If you're going to wake everybody up, go downstairs. I closed the gate and I was like, see you in a couple hours. Goodbye. Nothing works for him. You can't take anything away from him. He doesn't care. I've never could care less. You take away his levy, take away a book, bribe him, whatever metric, whatever that you use to get your children to do something. He does not care.
They don't care. You know what?
Okay.
You can just bookmark this part of the podcast when they come back and look at me when they're studying whether or not I should have full custody of my children because I locked the door. There you go. I said
So
it.
he has 2 doors. He has a bathroom door and a door that goes to the hallway. So I'd have to
He's
lock
got a
both
Jack
of
and
them.
Jill.
And then I have Jack and Jill into Slater's room. So that's one of the problems. And he'll be like, I can't pee. I don't need a diaper. I could pee. And then he gives him full reign. So like there's no answer besides putting him in jail in a crib.
Have slidey locks at the top. And I just like tell him, like, this is what mommy has to do if you don't get up. And I did it for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. And I didn't do it every night, but like he thought it because we went through like a couple very awful nights where he was like screaming and he was like, you. And I was like, I don't want to have to do it. But bro, you're not sleeping in your own fucking bed. So like, you're gonna have to stay over there.
You need to
Level
send
with
me
me.
the Amazon link for the sliding locks. I'll give it a whirl. Put the kid back in
Yeah.
a diaper. We're just going to regress the whole situation and send him back to
But
his
also
crib diaper
I
days.
had I had to allow so like it was a series of things, but like the locks at the top, a couple bad nights, and then like we started doing this thing for a couple months where one night they could sleep with me or one night I would sleep with them for a while. And that helped. And I would just say, like, I can only do it one day. All the other days, you have to be big. And so, like, if you want me to do that one day with you, you have to do all the other days. And so, like, we did that for a little while. And now I feel like they kind of forgot about it. And so now we're finally, it took months, though, to get to like where they go to bed. Like last night, I put them in their bed and they went.
Like Slater understood the assignment, and he like there were nights that like he might have slept on the floor under the door, like with his hand from like underneath it. But he understood to stay in his room, not turn on the light, not to play with his toys, and to stay in his room, especially if it's blackout. Actually, we tell him that there are monsters, so the safest place for him to be is in his bed, especially if it's dark, because the monsters
That
will
is
get you.
hardcore.
And I tried to do the same with Max, but he doesn't think there are monsters. So there's that.
Okay, first, it's you. I have to tell you, I know this to be true for me, and I'm not going to
Mhm.
just like project onto you, but I definitely treat the youngest different than I treat the oldest.
They're
I
different
treat the
people.
youngest like a big old baby, and so he is one. But also, I told Maria one time, I was like, because she was so scared, I told her that I was like, the bad guys fucking love us. They want to be our best friends. They don't come to this house unless they want to hang out. Like, don't worry about the monsters and the bad guys. They love me. And like now she tells people the bad guys love my mom. And I'm like, no, 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 no.
It's actually kind of accurate though. They do. They do. The bad guys do love you. They follow you.
Annoy them, you know?
What's that thing behind you? What's on that screen that keeps popping up? What
Oh
is
my
that?
God, I bought this stupid like tripod thing. So I was like
No,
a
not that
cartoon
thing.
one.
The TV thing
Oh,
on the
it's a filing
counter.
cabinet. Happy been
No,
1970
not
we
a
have these files.
the phone looking thing on your counter.
This plays my music and tells me the weather.
Is it like an Alexa, a Google thing?
Yeah, just an Alexa.
I love it. What music are you listening to?
Ooh, Spotify has an AI DJ now. She heard you. That girl heard you.
She heard
She's
me? That's
on.
funny because my
Yeah.
devices never hear me and they ignore me completely. And then my kids will be like, "Hey Alexa," and they'll be like, "Okay, playing Ninja Turtles."
Oh
But I'm like, "Hey Alexa, what's the weather?" And she's silent. She's stone cold ignores me. She thinks she's
my
cute.
God. I almost showed back and I'm showing my midriff today.
Show it. Wow. Do a little turn
I
with your
want you to
with your
know that I went and
with your.
bought this. I want you to know my husband called me a financial parasite
Ooh,
not that long ago. And
burn.
on the weekend I kind of like brought it up because there's been we're just doing some
Different.
uncovering of our feelings and and apparently all the feelings we have are from a lack of talking about them. So anyway, I just like brought up the financial parasite conversation and I didn't really like the way the conversation went and it kind of like didn't get bad, but I was just like, you know what? You're wrong. So then I went to this scary yoga and then after scary yoga I went to Free People and I was like, I'm gonna prove him right. Buy myself an outfit because I'm a financial
Is that what you were
parasite.
wearing? Is that what you're wearing? I love it.
And me too. If I'm gonna be called one, I'm gonna fucking act like it.
I'm influenced and I love free people. I also they have this like quilted bag that I really want. It's big and it fits lots of things.
I love
I love
it.
a
I just
bag,
love
like a
that.
Mary Poppins bag that fits like all these things, and then I forget all the things that
Yeah.
are in them. That's the bag I live for.
Who the real financial parasite is our children. Christmas is
Yeah,
coming up.
no, no, it's bad. It's really, really bad. It's really bad. And I'm so heavily influenced, especially on monogram
Me
things
too.
that have their faces on them, like the socks that
Oh,
says I love you with their face on it. I'm like, yes, please. A cup
yes,
with their
give me
faces?
six.
Yes, please. Give me 10. A puzzle? I bought a puzzle. I bought a Shutterfly puzzle, a family puzzle, 60 pieces for them to, to put together.
Two.
Two puzzles, right? Two kids, two
As my
puzzles.
affirmations say, best life is here, and you're just ready to accept it. Okay? So go buy the puzzle. Be that
Be
financial parasite. Okay?
what you want to be. Say what you want to say. Isn't that
Because
song?
you deserve it.
You
You
do
have worked
deserve
your
it.
entire life
Or the past
to
couple of
build the life
years.
you want. But we're still working on it. Doesn't matter.
I'm
It's
really
all real.
tired.
It's all fake.
I can't
Your
retain
yoga.
anything. My mom literally last night, I was out all day and then I went to her house. It was her anniversary. It was like spur of the moment. She had one of my children. I had to go and claim him. And then she was like, let's go for dinner. And I was like, okay. And she literally hands me a cake, puts it in my hands. It's like, all right, take this to the car. We'll have dessert because they don't have great desserts where we're going. And I was like, okay. Somehow from the kitchen to the car, I lost the dessert. And then we got to the restaurant and I was like, shit, I don't have. So what did you do with it? I'm like, I don't know. And then I was like, wait a second. I was like, he had to use the bathroom and there were like all these boxes. I had to put it down to move all the boxes to get to the bathroom that Slater wanted to use. And I never picked it back up. I'm like, I can't retain any information anymore. If I don't get sleep, I can't be human. I can't retain. I can't do. I can't think. Like
Yeah.
I'm very
It's like a
scattered.
form of torture.
Yeah. No sleep for me is torture. Like that. If you want to torture me, take away my sleep.
Go get a Unisom and go to bed at 7 tonight.
I can't
That's
because
my I
I have
have a nice
they wake
sleep.
me up and yeah, they haunt my Slater not Max haunts my dreams. And all of a sudden he's in my face. And then
They always have to go potty.
they always have to go potty. It's always the potty. And then 5 minutes later, I have to go potty again. Get to bed. No potty. It's closed. Get the fuck out of my face. Sorry. I cannot.
You're like I know it so well when you're like want to like discourage them like listening to their body because you work so hard to get over that hump, but now you're like you fucking have to go.
You don't have to go. And you're in a diaper overnight. You go in your pants. I'll see you in the morning. Take it like a champ. In your pants. I told you, regression everywhere. Be in your pants, go in the crib, see you in a year. I'm not built for this right now.
No. Don't make the mistake of putting a kid's potty in their bedroom like I did because I thought, oh, that will solve this. No,
Oh, no,
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 no.
not good. Not good. And I found myself the other night, I think it was midnight. I was like, all right, I'll lay with you, like you said, for a little bit. And I laid on this floor and I was like, okay, I live here now. I'm laying on the floor. It's midnight. Cool. Should probably get myself a bed in here. Anyway,
Obsessive
so
woman who won't
this is
sleep with her
all. No,
children.
I won't. But I also refuse to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
I told you it's because you are prioritizing sleep. That's all I was doing. Sleeping for me is more important than going back and
Yeah,
forth.
but he won't. But he doesn't even fall asleep when I'm in there. He just stares at me.
Mm.
And then he's like, you can go back to your bed now, like an hour later. And I'm like, oh, thanks. I'm dismissed. He can't even fall asleep. It would be one thing if I slept in there and then he fell asleep and then I like left. He can't even, he's like just sitting, staring at me, smiling. He's just so happy that I'm in there. He's like, has devil behavior, psychopath. He's like, I see you. This is so fun. Anyway, enough about kids. People want us to talk about sex. What's up? How's your vagina?
I have nothing to give them still. I have nothing to give them.
All right, let's talk about vacation. I'm going away. And
Where
who's
are you
counting the
going?
weeks? 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm going to Florida for 10 days. My mom has already booked me for every day of the week. I'm like, I don't know what, I don't want plans. Like, if you want to make these plans, take my kids. I'll be by the pool or at the beach or getting a massage. Like, I want to holiday vacay hard.
Mm-hmm.
I booked a night with my husband on a Saturday night to sleep out in
That's fun.
Delray. And I want to start looking for homes. I want to get this move on the road. It's getting cold here in New York. It snowed last week. I'm for palm trees, beach, and sun.
When you move to Delray, I will visit you. I
You
promise.
will?
Yeah.
You will? Okay, good. Because I'm going to get
When you move
four
to Boca, sorry.
bedrooms, maybe five
Yeah.
bedrooms. I don't know what kind of bedrooms I'm going to get, but I'm going to get room for friends
Yeah, because they will be
and
there.
family,
I don't want to go to New York the same way I want to go to Florida. I love Florida. Florida's like
right?
freedom.
Freedom. Florida is
It's like the
freedom.
way the United States is supposed to be. People open smoothie shops there and they survive. Like that is the American dream. You can't do that in California. Every time I see a smoothie shop open, I'm like, does no one love them? Do they want to file bankruptcy? Why did they do that?
Would a bakery be better where you live? Everyone's on a health kick in
And
Florida, so smoothies survive.
it has to be like a sourdough, French. I import flour that they don't have here because of all of the denaturization of regular flour fibers that you buy at the store. It has to be very bespoke to make it. And then I have to pay like $16 for a fucking croissant. And I'm
Oh
fine
my
with it. And I want to go there and I like it. But I don't need any more of those.
there's nothing better than a floured regular croissant butter. But I'll take the bespoke one on the side. I don't know. I like it all. It's all about balance over here.
When they have weird hours too, like they are only open
From 5 a.m. to
Saturday
11
and
a.m.
Sunday morning. And no, Saturday and Sunday morning. And then they just started opening Friday nights for pizza pickups. Or no, that's Monday nights for pizza pickups.
Pizza?
I don't know. Yeah. So they have like one special day where they do pizza pickups only. It's like that's the type of stuff that does well here.
All
And
right.
I
I can get
can't
down with
with
that.
all of that secret underground.
Flourless flower
Can't
places.
drive there 7 days a week, not available, doesn't DoorDash business.
To mom and pops.
Yeah.
It's a mom and pop. Oh my God, my quiche smells really good.
I
You smell that?
want to share a new life hack.
Do I want to share one or you want to share
I
one?
want to share one.
I have none.
As the holidays are coming up,
Yes.
ladies and more ladies, and the
And
two
gentlemen,
boys that listen.
maybe listen. Yeah. My husband,
Yeah. One of them
Josh.
because you work with us and you feel bad for us, and the other one probably because you're spying to get intel. You get out of here. Sorry. I'm in a goofy mood today. So my life hack is as the holidays are coming up, I tried something this weekend and I want everyone to know that it is okay to act like your husband. Just look at what he's doing and start taking notes because they get out of a lot of stuff. And so this weekend, I got asked to go to a football game for my nephew. That's not really, he is, I guess, married my nephew. He's by marriage my nephew. Okay. It's not like my sister's kid, you know? And I don't like football. And sue me. I don't want Maria to be a cheerleader. We're not going to those games. She's going to be a tennis player. We are going to the country club. Anyway, earphones, podcast, maybe this podcast, pop it in. Sit there in the bleachers. Sit there at the Thanksgiving table. I don't know. I'm just throwing out some suggestions. Maybe when the football game is on this Thanksgiving, you just have your headphones in. You're listening to us because our new episode will have just dropped, and you
Yeah,
can
this is
just be
coming out on
watching.
Thanksgiving. Happy
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
everyone else is going to be getting shit wasted drunk like I used to when I had to go hang out with my in-laws. I had so much anxiety because I was like, this is going to be, they're going to ask me questions and I feel like I don't fit in here. And I'm just going to pop in my headphones this time and just chill and
But
not
isn't
answer
that like
anybody's
not
questions.
great etiquette?
If you also want me to go though,
Like at a football field, you want to listen
listen,
to a podcast and you're there with no one and you don't want to pay attention because it's ridiculous. Yes.
Thanksgiving for
But
me, the reason I have
Thanksgiving dinner,
anxiety,
you can't put on your headphones and listen to a podcast. That's
maybe
bad
not at
etiquette.
dinner, but like Thanksgiving lasts like 4 or 5 hours.
Mm. We're having a
Go
photo
watch a
shoot this
football.
year at our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there's a
So now I have
photo.
to do color
Work things
coordination.
out. The mom sisters get drunk and they fight. Like I don't need to be a part of any of it. I'm just popping in the headphones this year. I'm not popping a glass of wine. I'm just gonna be in the corner with the kids, chilling on a bean bag.
I think I just might hide by myself.
Same thing. Bad etiquette. I totally advise because a
Yeah, but
husband would do
hiding
that.
is like she can be anywhere. She could be like in the bathroom. She could be helping somebody. She could be, I don't know.
I would just like for
You
everyone
could
to
just
know
hide.
when I'm hiding, no one thinks I'm in the kitchen making something because there are like 16 women in this family that are way better at it. It's not me.
Are you excited for Thanksgiving or excited for Thanksgiving to be over?
No, I'm not excited for Thanksgiving because we're going to my husband's family's house and it's his brother that he's not really talking to. And I love everybody, but it's really their family and we're crashing it. And I wasn't even on the family text this year because they're like, you're a harlot, get out of here. No, I'm kidding. They didn't say that. But in my head, if I let it run wild, I'll think of all the things that they said. And they didn't think of me at all. They don't care.
Well,
So I'm just popping in my headphones.
you're divided.
I'm not divided. I personally am psychotic. And I'd rather just pop in my headphones and not be.
Listen, Thanksgiving is not my favorite holiday. I like Hanukkah much better.
Hanukkah, Christmas, you're going to be like, Anissa, we're editing half of this out.
Whatever. I just like I'm thankful that it's Thanksgiving and then thankful that Thanksgiving is over. And then
And
it's
then the next day
December.
we go to work.
I'm just trying to get to December 17th.
We're trying to get to January 1st when everything is better.
No, I'm okay with time stopping from the 17th to
'Cause that's
December.
your vacation time. That's very selfish and I advocate. I like
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
approve.
Thank you. I'm going to take naps.
Bring back the nap and Justice Life.
Bring back the sleeping, sleeping.
What are you going to do when you guys get on vacation and this kid won't sleep anyway? Is it,
No,
you don't have, you're going to put him
we're
in a
staying at
crib?
my parents. So they have their own room. Slater has his own bed. Max, I have his own bed, blackout sheets, the hatch on, same system that's here, there.
But no crib.
Same system in place. I have no crib. They have no crib there. It's part of the reason why I had to move him,
Rip the
because
Band-Aid off.
last December, he was 2.5, and they were like, should we get rid of the crib? Will he be in a crib next December? And I was like, there's no chance in hell he's going to be in a crib in a year. First of all, he's so big. He's like 3'4". He's like 45 pounds. Like he's big. He's 3.5. Slater was out of a crib at 2.5. So like, I thought for sure, like there was no way that we were going to be in this spot right now where we were transitioning. And here we are.
Baby boy. It's a
Baby boy.
baby boy.
He's a baby boy. Crazy person. I had to tell the other day 2 truths and a lie. And I was like, okay, I'll tell you. Hold on. It was I love my dog. My kids are terrorists. I'm moving to Boca.
You don't have a dog.
That's right. But
Everyone on
everyone
the
we work
podcast
with
knows
is
that.
like dog, right? But everyone that we work with is dog and animal crazy, so they would never think I didn't have a dog. So they were like, "You're not moving to Boca." I'm like, yes, I am. Everyone knows my kids are crazy, so that's fine.
It
Yeah,
was a no-brainer, yeah. I
it was a
didn't do two
no-brainer.
truths and a lie. I just showed up to the call and we gossiped because
You
someone had
do
a cute
one.
dating
Do one
story.
now. Let me see if I could get it.
2 truths and a lie. My truths would be,
Well, don't tell me. I have to
my
guess.
dad's favorite color is pink. I have 2 sisters and a brother. I can't lie. I'm already lying.
You're already lying. You don't have a brother. Get out of here. You're terrible at this game.
I'm terrible at lying. That's why I just skipped and was like, let me listen to other people's stories.
It's great. I love it. I do. I do.
No.
Anyways, all right. So the holidays are coming up. What other advice do you have for Thanksgiving? What's your meal? If you had to make something, what would you make?
I would bring a salad because I like salad and I don't like meat. And there's always too much meat.
There's a lot of meat. There's a lot of meat. I think I'm making a
I like all
butternut
the
squash
salads, but
souffle, which is really good. It actually tastes like cake. There's a lot of flour and butter in it.
yeah.
And then we're making a trifle, which is like the yellow
Mm.
Entenmann's cake, chocolate pudding, smashed Oreos, and whipped cream, like on repeat in like a big thing. And you just like take a spoon and eat it.
Yeah, that sounds so good. See, like I'm just a holiday humbug because I'm like, I don't want to eat. I'm trying to lose weight. I like mashed potatoes a lot though, so I'm
That's
pretty
my
excited.
favorite.
Yeah.
Do you make a little circle and put gravy in it, like a little gravy boat?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
I'm vegetarian except for that gravy. Give it.
Because it's
I don't
beef.
want to see how it's made though. The sausage and how it's made shall stay a secret.
Shall stay a secret. Anyways, to those
I
of
realize
you
I'm
we
just such a
lost to the
baby.
feed, to the food. Wait, I was talking to my friend, and I was like, "Let's make a reservation when I'm in Florida." And then I'm like, "No, you don't eat. You don't get to say anymore. You're on those not pick. You're not eating. So I'll pick the place. Go for
Everyone should do.
sushi."
Yeah. I realized though that like when we're talking about all this stuff, I'm just such a baby. I think I'm being a
Why are you a
feminist and I'm being
baby?
like counterculture, but like actually I just don't know how to make Thanksgiving. I don't know how to address family conflict, and instead I'm just gonna act like a baby and sit in the corner with my headphones and my iPad. So I'm just a baby.
So you're throwing a tantrum. You're throwing a Thanksgiving tantrum.
Yeah.
I love that for you. And I love that for everybody else who wants to tantrum, just like Anissa. And for the other ones here who are half in and half out, go enjoy your day. We will see you next week on the pod because we said so. Gobble, gobble, turkey, turkey. Have
Happy
fun.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
To like and subscribe and follow this podcast.
Fast.
Say, I got an itchy bum.
I got a syndrome.
Oh, you said that very clear. Can you say podcast?
Podcast.
Okay, well, we'll see you next week.